collected this bribe is because we want to advance God's kingdom. Lord, your church needs to move forward. That's why we did a bit of exaggeration. How can the people of the bondwoman only be making money? God is not looking for a thief to advance his kingdom. We gathered all of this so that we can sacrifice to the Most High God. How can our God not receive a worthy sacrifice? You go and steal 2 billion from government coffers, and then you bring tithe of 200 million. You say, well, I had a burden for the evangelism. Keep your money, sir. Keep your money. God is not looking for thieves to advance his kingdom. I had the body, you know, when they spoke about the evangelism, I say I will buy all the equipment. If God needed help, he won't ask you. Church is not looking for donation. What we give are offerings, because it's an act of worship. And the offering is accepted when your life is first of all accepted. 1 Samuel 15, verse 3. See what happened to King Saul. It's a long reading. I can't read it. God himself picked him as a king. But the point came, the guy became so self-centered. He didn't even bother about God anymore. Okay, maybe I read it. Let me read it so you just get the story. He said, God now spoke through Samuel to King Saul. He said, now go and smite the Amalek, and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have. Spare them not. Slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox, sheep, camel, and asses. That's 1 Samuel 15, verse 3. From verse 8 to verse 15, see what happened. He said, when Saul went and smote the people, he said, number one, he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, and utterly destroyed the people with the edge of the sword. He said, but Saul and the people spared Agag, and the best of the sheep, and of the oxen, and of the fattings, and of the lambs, and all that was good, and they did not destroy them. Everything that was vile, and they refused and utterly destroyed. But all the good things they kept for themselves, against the commandment of God. That's what self-preservation does. You think self so much that God becomes small to you. Now see what happened. In verse 10, he said, then came the word of the Lord unto Samuel, saying, it repented me that I have set up Saul to be king, for he is turned back from me, for he had not performed my commandments. And he said the thing grieved Samuel, and he cried and prayed all night. Verse 12, he said, when Samuel arose early in the morning to meet Saul, he said he told it to Saul, saying, he said, and when Samuel rose early to meet Saul in the morning, it was told to Samuel, saying, Saul came to Carmel, and behold, he set himself upon a place, and is gone about and passed on and gone down to Gilgal. That means Saul went to Gilgal. Summary. And Samuel came to Saul. The moment Saul saw him, you see why I said you are wise in your own conceit. The moment Saul saw him, see what he said. And Saul said unto him, blessed be thou of the Lord. He began to hate the prophet of God. Salutations, dear prophet of Jehovah Elohim. And Samuel said, what meaneth then this bleating of the sheep in my ears? The guy doesn't have time for human applause. He came on a mission. He is not a man who is moved by salutations and gifts. Why am I hearing the bleating of the sheep? Hear Saul. And Saul said, they, not me, the people became king. They have brought them from the Amalekites. For the people spared of the sheep and of oxen to sacrifice unto the Lord.